Hi, it's Alana from All Properties Group. I have Chris Gilmour here today to have a chat about what you should be looking for in an investment property. So Chris, what should an investor look for when buying an investment property?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's a question we always get asked. Probably a lot of things is what you should be looking at. One, you need to understand what your budget is, firstly, okay? And why are you buying an investment property? That's the very first question. Are you looking at something short-term or are you looking for something long-term gain? So for me, if I was investing in real estate, for me it's the long game. A lot of investors though, they do go the short-term and they generally lose out. So always make sure you're looking within a budget, but understand what you're trying to and wanting that investment to do. The second big one is obviously position, okay? So it's a normal thing in real estate. It's all about position. Okay, so if you're looking at buying an investment and it's close to schools, shops, major shops, public transport, you generally are always going to get a higher rent yield out of that property because of its location. If you're not close to a bus station or a train, you're nowhere near shops and schools, you're gonna really limit your demographic of who's going to rent that property. A big tip that I always would say to an investor is, would you live in it yourself? And if they go, no, I wouldn't live in it, well, then why would you expect someone else to live in it and pay you to live in that home?
Good point.
So that's a really big tip that I always say. Go in, now you've got to be unemotional when you purchase, right? You're buying an investment, okay? It's all about dollars and cents, right? It's when we're negotiating selling with an investor, it's pretty simple. It comes down to dollars and cents. There is no emotional attachment, but you still need to understand or say, hey, would I live there? No, okay, bad investment. Would I live there? Yeah, I probably would because of these certain reasons.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing is on the position.
What about our gross return? What would be your opinion on what an average gross return should kind of look like?
Yeah, so your rent yield, look, the experts will say if you can get 5% yield, on your investment, that's good. For me, I'm probably a little bit different to probably most investors. I would probably want much higher return than 5%. I think you can get 5% with your money elsewhere and other things as well too. And real estate is long game, do you know what I mean? Like if you're buying a $500,000 home now, it's going to be a good 10 years and it could be worth $150,000, $200,000 more. You know, it's not an instant sort of return. For me, when looking at an investment, I would like anything from 6 up to 8% sort of return on investment. I would always pick in an area that is in high demand as well too. I think a lot of people invest into some areas where it's cheap. Well, there's a reason why it's cheap, okay? You probably want to invest into a suburb that's probably a little bit more established, okay? A lot of investors get advice from their financial advisor, okay? And I think that's a big no-no, okay? We sell real estate and that's what we're experts in. A financial advisor is good with money. They're not good with real estate, right? So we often see interstate buyers buying properties in these suburbs that they were sold to in some marketing company, some investment club, okay? It's close to the Gold Coast, yet it's Eagleby, right? It's full of housing commission, like so many people got caught up in that. They were sold this sort of pipe dream. The financial advisor said, this is what you need to do with your money. And they just go out and buy the wrong home. And they pay $500,000 for it, keep it for 4 or 5 years, notice it's done absolutely nothing for them, and then we sell it for $450. Right, complete wrong investment. So I think if you're looking at an investment property, speak to the agents. We're going to be the honest ones. We're going to say, yeah, that's a great area to buy in. You're going to get great yield out of that area. No, that's probably not a real good suburb because there's no capital growth. And so you want 2 things out of your investment. You want a really good yield that's going to help pay the mortgage and pay off the property, but you also want capital growth.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, it's pointless.
Yeah, for sure. So I see that the market at the moment has really been pushing sales prices up as well as rental prices. So quite a good time to probably invest now.
Yeah, absolutely. Buying right now is going to be great. We're on a rising market, so you want to try and cap it and get it in and lock in that price now. There's a huge demand for rentals. Some of our properties we're putting to rent, we're having like 30 applications for the one property, and there's just so there's a huge demand and there's a lot of hype and a lot of buzz around that real estate market at the moment. So Yeah, absolutely. Get in now, because
Yeah.
prices don't look like they're going to be slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. We've actually got about 40 applications on the property at the moment that we haven't even had an open housing for. So
yeah, crazy.
Market's
crazy.
going ballistic, really.
Yep.
So thanks so much for your
No
time
worries.
again today, Chris.
Been a pleasure.
And so there you go. You have some tips for any first-time investors or any seasoned investors if you're wanting to grow your portfolio as well. So now's the time to do it.